welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to have you guys back. Today's Thursday, we're dropping our video. I'm sorry we didn't drop a video on Monday, but we're gonna drop another video tomorrow because we did get a lot of questions from you guys, and I do really appreciate that a lot. So before we get into our video, I'd love to remind you guys this is completely opinion based, and don't be angry when we say an opinion that doesn't resonate with how you think, because it's completely opinion based. And please guys, don't forget to like, to share, to comment, to send your feedback back. We do really appreciate it. So our first question today is, I've been dating this guy for almost 8 months now, and I genuinely care about him, but his communication is terrible. He can disappear for hours or even a whole day without updating me, yet he's always active online. Whenever I bring it up to him, he's always saying I'm overthinking. Is this a sign that I'm not being valued properly? So I think I've said this before. Love is communication. Whenever you love somebody, you always feel the need to communicate. You always feel the need to update them. And besides that, let's say, okay, on the other side, he's not really that good at communication. There are people like that. There are people that are not really that good at communication, but they still do try. But here's the thing: he's not valuing your communication to him and saying, "Look, this is how I feel." Right? He's turning it into a defensive mode, like you're overthinking. Stop it right there. You're overthinking, which is very, which is not someone who loves you would do. And let me tell you something. I've said this before. Know what you want in a relationship. You're not married to this guy. Know what you want in a relationship. What kind of guy do you want? A guy that communicates. Does he communicate? No. So what do we do? Because don't ever think that you could change somebody. Don't ever be delusional to a point where you think you can change somebody. You can never change somebody. People only change for people they like. People only commit to people they want to commit to. You could never force somebody to change. You could never force somebody to fit your main criteria or anything like that. So the fact that he's not understanding where you're coming from is what's the problem here. Because there are people that are better communication, but whenever their partner is like, look, this is what I want you to do, and he listens because he wants to learn, he wants to do better for you. But here's the thing: he's blaming you for how you're feeling. He's blaming you for how his actions are making you feel, which is very wrong. So I hope I helped you. I'm I'm gonna try to answer a lot of questions today, but like I said before, if we don't, we'll do another video. So our second question is, I'm in a situationship with someone who acts like my partner in private. We go on dates, talk every day, and act like a couple. But whenever people ask what we are, he avoids the question completely. Why would someone want all the benefits of a relationship without commitment? So here's the thing: this guy is not in any wrong, because you gave him the privilege, you gave him all the premium package that he could get if he was your boyfriend, if he was the right man for you. You gave him like that. You said, come on, come and take everything you want. So he's not going to claim you. He doesn't feel the need to, because you do everything for him. You give him the boyfriend treatment. You give him everything that he could have wished for if you were his girlfriend. So he's never going to claim you. He's never going to claim you. And the thing is, why do you want a relationship from something you've already labeled situationship? Situationship is convenience. You guys talk to each other whenever you feel like, you see each other whenever you feel like. Like, there's no commitment, there's no privacy, there's no exclusive, there's nothing. It's just a game of emotions, and whoever get attached loses. That's what he's doing. I think he on his side is confused. It's like, the girl's losing the plot. You're losing the plot here. If you want a relationship, leave this man, because definitely you gave him the idea that you don't want a relationship. Because why would you give him everything a boyfriend gets, a man gets, a husband gets, while he's a nobody? Do you get what I'm saying? All right. So, um, We're gonna move to a third question. So my boyfriend says he loves me deeply. Ooh. And he talks about our future together, but he never makes time to actually see me. I'm actually the one rearranging my schedule to fit into his life. At what point do words stop matching actions? Okay. Oh, at what point okay, I think you wanted to say at what point do words start matching actions? With this type of love is action. There's no love without action. Love with words is never enough. Love in action is always enough. He's, I don't know if he's love bombing you. I don't know if he's love bombing you. I'm trying to read your question completely because I don't want to say the wrong things. Because he talks about you in the future. Everybody does. Even liars, they do that. Even thieves, they do that. So it's not something which it's just bare minimum. I believe some people have talked to their boyfriends the name of their kids that they're gonna have, but they never even ended up getting married to each other. So it's not that deep. But the thing is, why do you keep rearranging your schedule for him? Why is it always you all the time? That's what I'm trying to understand. Why are you always shifting your life to fit his life? Why are you doing that? So take a pause. Take a pause. Just hold on a little bit. Just give him like men, they call themselves the leaders. Let him lead. Why are you leading? Why are you rearranging everything for him? Just take a pause and see what happens. Is he gonna plan? Is he gonna do anything? And why doesn't he take? I believe me, if he really liked you, he would have taken time to see you. Unless you're telling me, oh, it's a long distance relationship. He lives 2 days away. Because I know for a fact that there are people that are in a long distance relationship, like 8 hours, 10 hours, but their people still make time to see them because that's what love is. But if he's not even making any effort to see you, this is very concerning, you know. And I also believe in communication. I also believe in you bringing it up to him and saying, "Look, you never plan dates. You never do this. You never done that. You never do this." And at the same time, it's more like you're telling him how to love you. It's more like you're telling him how to be a man, which is just general. It's bare minimum. You're not supposed to teach him how to be a man. You're not supposed to teach him how to be a leader in your home, because if you're gonna start doing that and he marries you, you're gonna do it for the rest of your life. You're literally telling him, look, this is how I want you to love me. This is how you love. You can't do that, babes. You can't do that. You can't teach somebody how to be a man. You can't. You can't, babes. But like I said to you, take a pause and see what's going to happen. Is he going to take action? Is he going to do anything? If it's just quiet, I mean, just move on. Yeah, just take a pause and see what happens. So, for our third question, okay, our fourth question is, my best friend gets weirdly distant every time something good happens in my life. When I achieved something recently, they barely congratulated me and quickly changed the topic to themselves. How do you tell the difference between jealousy and genuine friendship? I think you've already told me the difference here. Jealousy. Do you know this saying that I saw, which was saying, be very careful the kind of friends that you have. Make sure you don't have the friends that can't handle that don't have the capacity to handle your success, but are very much active whenever you're going through things. They want to be there for you. They want to jump for you, like, oh my God, what's going on, babes? How can we help? But whenever something really good happens, or whenever you move the ladder up, like you're leveling up more than them, they distance themselves, they're jealous, they start to belittle you, they start to do, that's a sign of jealousy. They are not capable of handling your success. That's jealousy, and it's very dangerous because you never know what somebody does in that state of jealousy. And I know a lot of people be like, oh my God, but she loves me, or he loves me, or they love me, because they're always there when I'm in trouble. But you need friends that are capable of holding you and clapping for you and cheering up for you when good things happen in your life. Like, you don't need friends that you have to say the things you say to them. Like, you don't want them to feel like, oh my God, they will feel like I'm just trying to show off. I don't want my friends to feel like every time I'm just rubbing in my success to them. You don't need friends like that. You don't need friends where you constantly question yourself, did I say the wrong things? Did I do the wrong things? Did I do that? I don't think I can wear this because, I don't want, you don't need friends like that. You don't need friends like that. Friends that really loves you, they will appreciate you at any level that you are in. And they'll be able to clap for you as hard as as they can. Those are the friends you need. Are they jealous of you? Definitely. They're jealous of you, babes. They're jealous of you because if they're your friends, if it's genuine friendship, they should be on the front line clapping for you, telling the whole world how hard you work to get that what you have. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, you need friends that you feel so comfortable to tell them the biggest things you've achieved, not friends that you're scared to share your successes with. All right. I hope I helped you. So we're gonna move to our fifth question, guys. I don't think we're gonna talk about all of these questions today, um, but all of them are gonna be talked about. So don't worry. So our fifth question is: I've been married for a few years, and lately it feels like my partner and I are just roommates, sharing responsibilities. There's no excitement, deep conversation, or affection anymore. Is this a normal phase in marriage, or sign we're emotionally drifting apart? Ooh. So for me, marriage is a very sensitive topic. Like it's something that, why is it sensitive to me? It's sensitive because you don't have the room to live anymore. Like you can live, don't get me wrong, you can live, but you don't have that room where you're like, oh, I can date multiple people, like I can go out on dates and find somebody better. But now you're questioning yourself, you're like, I dated people and this is what I settled for. But let's go back to what she said. So what I believe in marriage is everything can be solved through communication. That's what I believe. Maybe he doesn't even know that's how you feel. Maybe he's going through something, you know, and he's trying not to hurt your feelings, or he's trying not to ruin the relationship. And you are seeing it, but he thinks he's covering it better. But the moment you bring it up to him and say, look, this is how I feel, you know, I don't know. And maybe you start with a deep conversation and see how he handles them, like you said to you, there's no I think you said something else, no excitement. You can start, like the marriage is not just for one person, it's for two people. You can start, you can buy roses, you can buy lingerie, you can prepare dinner, put it on the table, put some flowers, like you can start. But here's the thing, when he doesn't react to that, that's maybe when you can start to question like what's really going on. But you can just cook so like nice dinner or order out whatever you feel like is okay for you, and tell him like, babe, sit down, he's your man, he's your husband. I don't know if you guys have got children or not, but he's your husband. You should be able to speak to him and say, look. And what I would like to tell you is, don't tell people like your family, because it's very hard for them to erase that picture that you've told them, like, look, my husband has been ignoring me lately, he has been doing that, or my wife has been doing this and that, because they love you so much that they will never forget how you felt when you treated you like that. But for you, you love him, like he's your husband, and you know for a fact that he's not doing it because he doesn't love me. But when your family hears it, they're like, why would you do that, so. But I'm very happy you're opening up, and um but that's what I would suggest. Have a sit with him, talk to him and say, look, what's really going on? If he's going through something that needs therapy, maybe you can go to couples therapy. Maybe you can, I don't know, you can go out on vacation. That's one of the things that has worked for so many people. You can go out for vacation and see how it goes. But I really, really would advise you to communicate with him, because maybe he's gone through things and he doesn't know how to bring them to you, or maybe he doesn't even know that's how you feel. Maybe he's actually okay, he's actually happy, but he doesn't know that's how you feel. Or maybe parenthood is overwhelming him, like maybe being a husband, being a dad, being a son to his mom, being a brother to his sisters is just overwhelming him, and he doesn't know what to do. But you only know the answer, and I'm not excluding all the negative thing that can come up, that it's got somebody else or it's going to do that, but you only get to know that when you communicate with them, and you be like, wait a minute, I don't think he's going through anything. So what I would advise is communicate with him and see what's really going on. All right, so we're gonna move to our sixth question. I really like this guy, but sorry, I really like this girl, but she only seems interested in talking to me late at night. During the day, she barely replies and acts distant. Am I wrong for feeling like I'm only convenient when she is lonely? I don't think you're wrong for feeling that way, because when girls love, we really love very hard. And, and also, before we say she's lonely, with the way this dating field has turned into lately, like no one is loyal anymore, no one is consistent anymore. So to protect our feelings, girls are playing very hard to get. Like, we want to see we want to see how high you can go. Like, we want to see how best you can trap out. I don't understand why she's communicating it with you only at night. Like, maybe ask her what she's doing during the day. Maybe she's at work, maybe she works at a very strict place and she can't communicate. But which comes back, and maybe she doesn't even know that you like her. That's the thing, and she doesn't feel the need to give you the attention because you haven't told her you like her. Because why was she giving you 24 hours attention when you're not her boyfriend or anything? Unless you're saying, look, we're friends, and that, that would be a bit concerning. So maybe she doesn't know you like her. Maybe she doesn't know that's how you feel about her. So try to bring it up with her and see how it goes. So our last question is: my family constantly compares me to my siblings and points out everything they think I'm doing wrong in life. Even as an adult, their comments that still affect my confidence. How do you stop stealing validation from family members who are hard to please? Ooh, I'm really sorry you're going through something like that with family. Because like, family is that one thing that you feel like they will support you no matter what. They'll be there for you no matter what happens in life. And it's very hard and it's very difficult when that same family is the people that are criticizing you or the people that are letting you down. So I'm really, really sorry that you're going through something like that. And what I would advise you is probably take a step back. If you have somewhere to go, like, I don't know if you live with them, if you have somewhere to go, maybe excuse yourself. Like, distance creates room. Like, have a room. Go somewhere. If you feel like you want to speak to somebody, do that as well, and start working on yourself. Start doing things that fulfill you, and don't start with big things. You can start with even the ice cream flavor you like. You can start to think, do I like this because my family buys it all the time, or do I like it because I genuinely like it? So start with those small things. What kind of dressing do I like? What kind of hairstyle do I like? What kind of hair color do I like? So start working on yourself, but when you're far away from them, and maybe for a bit, just stop all the communication with them. If you feel like blocking them is the best way to avoid the conversations, go for it and work on yourself. Build your self confidence. And what I would genuinely highly recommend is therapy. But I do understand as well, like, therapy is a bit pricey, like, it's not an option for everybody. But I would advise you to distance yourself, which is very hard as well, because I don't know if you're financially capable to move out or anything, like maybe live with a friend or something. But distance helps because you're not constantly hearing it. And if you're already living on your own, maybe block them for a while. Work on yourself. Do you want to go to gym? Do you want to start cooking the things you like? Start going out for walks. you know Start doing the things that fulfill you as a person. Fill your cup first before you get back to them. And whenever you get back to them, also realize that you're not going back to be the same person you used to be. I want you to, as hard as it is this is the most hardest thing, to forgive them. I want you to forgive them because I don't want you to give them the power to rule over your happiness. No one is supposed to have that power over you. No one is supposed to have the power to control how your mood changes. No one is supposed to have the power in how you're happy, how you're depressed, or anything. So forgiving people is you're taking your power back. You're saying, look, I know what you've done was wrong, and I'm not here to be going back and forth, but I'm letting it go. I'm not allowing what you did to me to hold me back. So forgiving them is more like you're letting go. You're like releasing the energy. You're saying enough is enough. I'm done. I'm done. I'm letting go. I don't want to be in this space anymore. So that's what it's like when you're forgiving somebody. You're letting it go. So that's what I would advise you as well, to forgive them, not because not because it doesn't hurt, but because you want to claim your power back. So I hope I helped you guys. We still have a lot of questions, but we're gonna end it for now, and then we're gonna do a couple more videos. So stay tuned, guys. Don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, and we're gonna post on TikTok as well. We're gonna post on Instagram. So to those that don't follow me on TikTok, please, guys, go and follow me on TikTok. We use the same username. No, so we use the same name, Tina Duana Shea. So guys, go and like and share. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye. What